After nearly 4 years on the PS4, God of War finally hit the PC. No one saw this one coming even when Sony released a lot of other games such as Death Stranding, Horizon Zero Dawn and Days Gone. And God of War is without a doubt the biggest one yet out of all other games. And this port promised improvement compared to the PS4 in textures, reflections and ambient occlusion and other enhancements. So today, as always, we'll try to get the best performance and visuals by tweaking the graphics settings, comparing the performance of each option and decide which one worth using. So without any further ado, let's dive in.
Come. No looking back now.
Now before starting, I want to talk about some issues in this port. First of all, the game doesn't have any option for full screen. There is only borderless and windowed, which means you won't be able to change the resolution directly from the menu. The game automatically runs at whatever resolution your desktop is running at. You can lower the resolution by using the resolution scaling option and that's it. The second problem is related to GPU performance. The game runs poorly on AMD GPUs, with a lot of stuttering and sometimes low GPU usage, and I really hope they fix these problems soon. Now let's start with texture. Honestly, there is not a lot of visual differences between texture options. From main to original, textures look similar, and both high and ultra looks a little bit better. But during gameplay, even main doesn't look that bad. So here it really depends on your VRAM. When using ultra, I saw the VRAM usage sometimes close to 8GB at 1080p. So if you have less than 8GB, avoid using ultra and go for high if you have 6GB or low and original if you have 4GB. Model quality is next. This one controls the LOD of the game geometry, which means with the original option you'll get a lot of pop-in, and the game will load the highest geometry closer to the camera compared to high or ultra. Here I recommend sticking with high. Ultra can cause some serious performance issues and a lot of stuttering from my experience compared to high, which performs similar to original but looks a lot better and more stable. Moving on to anisotropic filtering, anything above main looks fine in my opinion, with low improving the quality of textures closer to the camera and costs around 1% compared to main. Original costs 2%, high drop FPS by 3.5% and finally ultra with 5% drop. Here I recommend sticking with ultra or high. Now we arrive at the most demanding setting, which is shadows. This one of course adjusts the resolution and the quality of filtering of shadow maps, with low looking really bad and like there is no shadow at all. Original improved the quality with 7% hit to performance, high looks much better but costs 15% from low, and ultra looks sharper with a massive 33% hit. Not only that, but like model's quality, shadow also can cause stuttering problem with the ultra quality, so here I recommend sticking with original, and if you have enough GPU headroom, go for high and avoid ultra. Next one is reflections. It controls the quality of screen space reflections or SSR, but SSR are rarely used in this game. They appear only in 1 or 2 spots in the entire game as far as I can tell. Most other reflective surfaces use cube maps, and even bodies of water doesn't have SSR. But anyway, with reflections we have 5 options. Of course we get no reflections with disable. With original we get SSR with 9% hit to performance. High improve the quality of reflections, especially when moving as you can see here. And cost 10% from disable. Ultra and Ultra Plus in my opinion doesn't add anything in terms of quality, but Ultra costs 16 and Ultra Plus 27%. Here it's simple, high is the best balance between performance and visuals, and it's the best option. Atmospherics adjust the quality of volumetric effects such as volumetric lighting and fog, which are both widely used in the game. Here at this scene, low looks rough, broken and full of aliasing. Original improved the quality with 7% hit to performance. High looks even better but costs 10% from low. And of course Ultra looks really great and clean, but that drops FPS by 16%. In my opinion, anything above low looks fine, and even if Ultra looks awesome, 16% is too much. That's why I recommend sticking with original or high. And finally we have Ambient Occlusion. This one is a little bit weird. At this spot here, somehow original have more shadowing than high, as you can see here, with almost no performance difference between the two. But with off you'll gain around 5%, so here I recommend sticking with original option. So with all this, my recommended or best settings looks like this. Texture depends on your GPU VRAM. Model and high, anisotropic filtering and high, shadows original or high, and I'll use original in the benchmark section. Reflection and high, atmospheric high or original, and I'll go for high, and finally ambient occlusion with original option. Now let's do a comparison between ultra and optimized settings at 1080p. So as you saw, the difference in performance is huge. Sometimes it reaches up to 40%, and visually the game still looks awesome with the optimized settings. So we arrive at the end. You reached this part of the video, which is why I want to thank you so much for watching, and I need you to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, hit the dislike if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe to see more similar videos in the future. And if you have any question or anything you want to say to me, leave a comment, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.